The Branches of Government by Jackson Alexander. I have my notes and some of my quotes on my computer behind me, so if I'm looking up, that is why. First, I'm going to start with talking about the executive branch. Its main job is to enforce the laws that Congress passes, and we'll talk about Congress in a minute. When we get to the legislative branch, the president leads the country basically, and it wears many hats. He or she is the head of state, the commander-in-chief of the military, and the chief diplomat. The executive branch is essential to our country because it ensures that laws are put into action after they are passed by Congress, and public policy is carried out effectively so that the laws are put into action and the public policy is carried out effectively. The president also has power to veto laws if necessary, which also puts a check on Congress. Again, we'll talk about that in a second. According to the National Constitution Center, the executive branch plays a crucial role in diplomacy and national security, ensuring that the nation's safety and stability. Next, let's talk about the legislative branch. The legislative branch creates new laws. It also has Congress, and Congress is made up of two branches, the Senate and the House of Representatives. So the Senate is made up of two senators, and no matter the population or how big it is, it always has two representatives. But on the House of Representatives side, it just is based off of population more than just the state itself. So you'll have more people, more representatives. It is important. The legislative branch is important because it assembles and permits laws to be discussed and presented for the people's needs. The legislative branch assembly also checks the executive assembly by approving budgets and treaties and appointments. So checks and balances are basically one branch will check the other so that one doesn't have too much power, and vice versa. So the other branches will check and balance the other branches. As OpenStax America Government 2E textbook says, the legislative branch was designed to be the closest to the people, ensuring their voices are heard in creation of laws. So if the people really need anything, they go to the legislative branch and ask for a law to be passed, or it has to do a lot with the media as well. So if people are saying something on social media, the legislative branch will eventually hear about it and talk more about it in the court of law. Why is this important? Okay, so now we're going to talk about the judicial branch. Why is it important? The judicial branch protects individuals and ensures that the Constitution is applied. So the judicial branch looks at rulings, court rulings, and anything like that, and they'll make sure that the Constitution is applied correctly and make sure that there's no loopholes in the Constitution, because if so, they can go back and fix it. It also, well, not fix the Constitution, but figure stuff out. It also checks on the legislative and executive branches because it can basically rule the Constitution. OpenStax says the judicial safeguards the principles of the Constitution, ensuring justice and equality under the law. In summary, all of the branches are essential in role in keeping our democracy balanced and fair. The legislative branch creates the laws and hears the people. The executive branch enforces the laws and makes sure that the public policies are in check. And the judicial branch interprets the laws and keeps everyone in check as well. Together, they keep one another from become too powerful. Again, that goes back and talking about checks and balances. So, crucial functions of the United States government. The legislative branch creates the laws, ensuring that the people will reflect in lawmaking process. The executive branch enforces and implements these laws, ensuring that the effectiveness and overseeing the nation's day-to-day functions. The judicial branch interprets the laws and ensures that they are applied fairly and constitutionally. Together, these branches work in tandem in maintaining the balance within our government, ensuring that no single branch becomes too powerful or operates unchecked. This system of checks and balances is the cornerstone of America and ensures that government remains accountable, transparent, and committed to protecting the people's rights and their freedoms.